Hold up. Yeah.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is FoxyDude98 here. Welcome back to a brand new F1 2015 career mode video for you guys today here on my channel. Today we are back in Japan. Now we're getting close to the very end of the series. This is round 14. I believe there are 19 or 20 rounds. I can't remember off the top of my head. So we are getting close to finishing the end of the series, which is why for the next couple of days you'll be seeing F1 videos on my channel. Because I want to get the series finished because basically some people were asking if they could have some other games, like FIFA was requested. And when was a new Call of Duty video coming out. Basically what's going to happen is this is the schedule. I'm going to try my best to finish this F1 series because it takes a while, it takes a long time to record because it's very long. It takes about like half an hour, 40 minutes to record. Then I've got to go and edit all of the half an hour, 24 minutes. Then I've got to narrate over it, and then I have to wait about 2 hours for it to process, and then I have to go and then upload it to YouTube. So it takes a very, very long time, and at the moment, as I've returned back to school now, I don't have as much time to record and play games as I would have had in the summer. So that's why I'm quite inconsistent in my uploads at the moment. So the quicker I can get, basically what I'm trying to say is the quicker I can finish this F1 series, the more time then I'll get to record little 5-minute videos of me like playing FIFA or something like that, or like 10 minutes or something like that, rather than doing like 40, 50 minutes on Formula 1. So I hope you can kind of see where I'm coming from here. I will be trying to get this finished as soon as I possibly can. And then we can move on to some other videos such as FIFA, Call of Duty, those stuff that have been requested. Yeah, so let's get straight on to this qualifying session then here. We are currently a little bit down on what Nico Rosberg's done. We brake very heavily into the chicane to try and catch up as much as we possibly can. Unfortunately, it seems like Hamilton here, Rosberg and Hamilton really tickling the ghost there. It's trying to show which one is which, but as we come across the line, we managed to take third place on the grid. Now, for this episode, I've cut out the commentators saying their little bit because it's basically the same thing every single time, so I kind of didn't really see the need in it. So I kind of cut that out so we can just continue to go on as it is. But we grabbed third place on the grids here. Lewis Hamilton qualifies second, our title rival with Rosberg on pole. We skip ahead to the Grand Prix then as itself here. You can see I'm getting ready to go. The 5 lights are out and away we go for the final, I don't know what I'm talking about, the Japanese Grand Prix. We get an okay start here, Bottas and Raikkonen scrambling us from behind, Hamilton and Rosberg here getting a very good start here. As you can see though, I managed to stick to the inside line and we get round Lewis Hamilton, a beautiful move here, round the inside of turns 1 and 2 to get past Lewis Hamilton, a crucial move. Raikkonen passes Hamilton, some contact has happened in the back, someone has actually spun at the back of the field, but the main crucial thing is that he has jumped Lewis Hamilton. He is our title rival. He is the only one at the moment he's the only one in the battle between me and him. The rest are like over 100 points behind, so they're not to worry about. And if we can stay ahead of Lewis Hamilton for the rest of the race, we're going to be increasing our title advantages here. But as we're going to try and see if we can go for the win, because Japan's I've done a lot of races around Japan. Strong circuit, but anything can happen in this Grand Prix. So Nico Rosberg, as you can see there, currently in P1 with us in second place. Raikkonen down there in third position. Lewis Hamilton, I believe, dropped to fourth. Initially with the contact, when it said that the yellow flags were out, I actually thought Lewis Hamilton was involved in that collision, but he wasn't. So unfortunately, he drops to fourth because I thought I actually hit him. But we run a little bit deep into this corner. We sort of correct ourselves and we get back onto the circuit, but Nico Rosberg is already starting to pull himself a big advantage, and I was starting to think at this point whether I'd actually be looking at my rear view mirrors rather than actually attacking Rosberg. As you can see, he's absolutely blitzed it. We come through into this little high-speed section. Now, coming down towards the chicane, we're going to be finishing lap 1 in second place, which is good. We knock over these camera pole, buggling, crappy things. We didn't want them in our way, so we just destroyed them, removed them. And we're just doing a bit of extra clearance. But we complete the first lap here. You can see we are currently about 1.4 seconds behind Rosberg. Raikkonen very close behind. Hamilton is also there in the mix in fourth position on the grid. Looking very, very tasty for us in terms of our championship hopes, because any points we can take away from increase on Hamilton is a bonus. So let's go and have a look at the replay of the start then. So as you can see, we did get a little bit of we got an okay getaway. We didn't lose any positions off the start line, which is really, really good. Coming into turn 1 and turn 2, I went right behind Lewis Hamilton. I then lifted off the throttle a bit to give me enough time to enter turn 2 to make sure that I got the job done at Hamilton. Raikkonen, you can see there, has moved up a position in front of Lewis Hamilton. So he is going to hopefully give me a little bit of a helping hand trying to defend from Lewis Hamilton, who is my title rival. But I highly doubt that because it's AI. They're not going to help me at all. They're just going to try and ruin my day. So we come and enter the first sector now. You can see I was a little bit, I'm going to say this, I was a little bit over the top in terms of track limits. I did do that quite a lot, but that's the stupid thing about this game is those couple of corners there. I cut quite a few corners in this race, I'm not going to lie, because Japan's a very high speed flowing circuit. There's loads of high-speed corners. Not very rarely do you get any parts of the track where you're at very slow speed. Probably the chicane at the very end of the circuit. Like in Spa, it's very high speed. Like some of this, like these type of corners, they're not slow at all to take around. And because I tried to get the best line I possibly could, I did cut quite a few of the corners, but for some reason the computer or the game just didn't class it as me cutting the corner. So I'm just going to carry it on as if I never did cut the corner, because that's how it goes. But we come into the chicane here to finish the first lap. You can see I knock over that pole, stuck in my wing, but it eventually gets out of there anyway, which is good, because that would have lost me downforce. But you can see we power it now down to the main straight. You can see Rosberg's advantage already, with Raikkonen right up our bum hole for comfort, but hopefully he can help us defend from Hamilton. We're going to skip a little bit further into lap 2 then of the Grand Prix, and we can see we're coming down towards the section here. Rosberg is starting to just take away in the field now. I was struggling to catch him, and I was mostly looking in my rearview mirrors at Kimi Raikkonen, who is right behind us. He is going to be trying to get an overtake done very soon, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did actually get the move done. But we're coming now down towards this long little high-speed section. I think we're coming up towards 130R. I think it's either Spoon or 130R that is this corner. Because this corner here that we're coming up to now, Raikkonen though, however, is alongside us. We come through, I think it's 130R. I'm going to go with it because I'm pretty sure it is. And then we come down into the chicane here. Raikkonen had a go at us going towards 130R, but we had the inside line and he had to back out of that one. Luckily, we managed to maintain position against Raikkonen. No harm done there, and that is beautiful. We're going to continue onwards. Hopefully, we can try and build ourselves a gap, try and close in on Rosberg, or just pray for anything, to be honest. We're going to skip ahead a little bit further, though, to lap 5. Unfortunately, things aren't going my way. Rosberg has just gone. He is just gone. His Mercedes power, he has just absolutely blitzed us. He's over 3 seconds clear now. However, Lewis Hamilton, unfortunately for me, has managed to get himself in front of Kimi Raikkonen, which is a massive blow to us, because I kind of didn't want him there. We're coming into the pits, though. This is our pit lap. Rosberg enters the pits. I was hoping that when we get into the pits, Rosberg would get held up by people coming in and out for the pit lane. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. You saw as I came into the pits, Nico Rosberg, you can see him there directly in front of me, is managed to maintain his position. He is still in P1. We're going to be down in P2. We're going to be in P2. That's not a bad position for us because, again, we're in front of Lewis Hamilton. Anywhere else, I'm kind of disappointed. As long as I'm in front of Hamilton, it's okay. But we run into a problem. You can see there, the two McLarens and Danny Kvyat, that is, in the Red Bull, have annoyingly got in front of us, which is kind of cheesed me off, because now you can see there Rosberg just in the distance. However, I now need to navigate past Alonso and Button and Kvyat, whereas Rosberg managed to get his pit stop perfectly and stay out in front. So you saw there I cut that left-hand corner. You can see how stupid the game is. That's clearly a cut corner. I do apologise for doing that, but my tyres were cold because they'd only just come out of the blankets, but still I thought I would have got a penalty for that at least. But no, I didn't. Anyway, so we're trying to catch up as much as we can now to Fernando Alonso. I need to get these cars out of my way because they're going to annoy me, is the nutshell of it. They're going to annoy me. So we go for an inside move here on Alonso into the hairpin. It doesn't quite work out for us, which is really frustrating. But we carry it on a little bit more, and we're going to have to try and wait for another point to tackle Alonso. He is in a McLaren, so it should be quite easy. For some stupid reason, I wasn't closing in. I couldn't be bothered anymore. Into Spoon, I believe this corner here is Spoon, and then the one further ahead is 130R. But anyway, into Spoon. We got the job done on Fernando Alonso, which is very good. I don't want to get stuck behind him anymore. I've been stuck behind him for near over a lap now. Not a lap, I'm over exaggerating, but anyway, you can know what I mean, because the more we start battling with these cars, the more time we lose to Rosberg. And if we do eventually get a chance to attack Rosberg, I want to make sure I'm as close as possible. But as we enter the chicane coming towards lap 7, Button, Kvyat and Alonso all come into the pits, which is good. We got DRS because we were in the 1 second window of what's his name, of a Button. Anyway, though, we're going to skip ahead to lap 11, and again, it starts to go wrong. Hamilton has been closing on us. Rosberg, I didn't have the pace to beat Rosberg. I did not have the pace. Now, it's up to me to fend off Hamilton, because Hamilton is right up my backside. and I didn't really want him there, to be honest. So, as you can see, on lap 11 here, we're going to stick to this inside line here. Going to put it into rich fuel mixture to give me as much power as possible. I wanted to defend from Lewis Hamilton because, again, this is my title rival. If I can keep him behind me, that's okay. We're going to gain 3 points on him in the championship. But if I don't, that means the championship's going to come down. At the moment, I've got a 9-point gap to Hamilton. If we can stay in front of him, that'll make it up to 12 points. If we don't, that'll drop it to 6 points going into the Russian Grand Prix. So anyway, then, so as you can see now, Lewis Hamilton on the pit straight here on lap 12 tries to have a go at us going into the outside of the turn 1. He doesn't get the job done and we manage to maintain position, but we outbraked ourselves. Hamilton sweeps us on the inside. Contact is made between me and Hamilton, and unfortunately we have lost the position to Hamilton, but we're going to stick with it. Coming through the S section of this track now, Lewis Hamilton and I battling really hard to maintain position. We are still alongside each other. The camera angle kind of screws up. I was hoping it would have stayed in third person a little longer. Well, you know what I mean, so we can see both cars, but we managed to maintain position between me and Hamilton. You can see Hamilton there just behind us. Very crucial that we kept that position. It was a very tough battle. We did make a mistake, but we managed to contradict that and get the position back. But you can see we are struggling. We're still on lap 12. Hamilton really giving it a go at us. Rosberg all the time is getting away from us out front because of us and scrapping. We come towards the hairpin. Hamilton tries to take a strange line into the hairpin. He tries to go a little bit more to the inside. I went for a little bit more of an outside maneuver into the hairpin to try and give me a little bit more speed on the exit of the corner. But you can see Hamilton is right all over us as we head towards Spoon corner now. You can see as we come now down towards this corner, we can see we outbrake ourselves again. Hamilton makes the move done, but we do a beautiful switchback maneuver past Lewis Hamilton once again to maintain second place. I was giving it absolutely everything to stay ahead of Lewis Hamilton. I was not going to give him an inch of space to pass me, and you can see now we are back in front of Lewis Hamilton coming up towards the final lap of this Grand Prix. Anything can happen. We come through 130R into the chicane now. Rosberg is entering his final lap. Now we just need to do what we've done for the past 2 laps for one more lap. This is lap 13. Remember, this is the title that is going to be decided soon between me and Hamilton, so the best bet, I need to stay in front of Hamilton and do everything I can. But as you can see, we built ourselves a slight margin over Lewis Hamilton, breaking towards turn 1 now. Not too much of a trouble. And we skip ahead a little bit further onto the final lap because Lewis Hamilton's not done yet. He wants to fight for this second place. My engineer was telling me, my name is Jeff, that's his name. He was telling me that Hamilton is on rich fuel mixture. He's giving it absolutely everything to try and make the maneuver stick. But as you can see, Lewis Hamilton tries to make a move on round me. You can see he just tries to sweep out to the outside. It doesn't quite work. We go through 130R and now we head towards the chicane here. Rosberg is going to take the win, however, unfortunately for me. I was hoping that I could try and do something, but nevertheless, we did set out one objective, and that was beat Lewis Hamilton here in Japan. We're going to finish in second place. We beat Hamilton this time, so that is a good thing for us. We managed to managed to increase our championship lead, which is absolutely fantastic. And as you can see there, Rosberg celebrates, and that's going to end it for today. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like rating. That would be absolutely awesome. Subscribe for some more daily content here on my channel. And until then, guys, I will see you when we return to Russia. Take care. Goodbye.